Oh, you didn't know? Oh, I did it wrong.
Your ass better call somebody.
Hello, ladies.
Whoa, did you get to see Val Kilmer? Jesus, Val Venus?
Val Venus?
No, that wasn't me, but that was amazing.
Hey, fun fact. Oh yeah, fun fact. Val Venus, that wasn't his real penis. Street Mods. Wednesday and Saturday at 3 p.m. Central. Today was a great episode. We watched Suburban Sasquatch. We had a girl on the show for some reason. And went like 2 hours. Yeah. That's us.
This information
Mad
is
Barber
by
Entertainment.
Mad Barber Entertainment.
Oh man, I forgot I uploaded the wrong one. I didn't know.
Oh, you did another one?
Well, no, this isn't the trimmed.
Oh.
Sorry, I know when to stop it.
I hope so.
I learned Jane is a very violent person.
Who?
Jane.
Oh, good.
What's Gucci, my ninjas? It's your boy Mad, bringing the mad facts and the mad dumps. Yep. And with me, as always, is my partner in cryogenics, my partner in fridging, my partner in popsicles.
Yeah.
Oh, very
Barber.
cold theme today. Nice.
Yeah.
Welcome to Street Smarts, because that's what this is.
Hey, Mark. Yep. And with us is a very special guest, straight out of from the corner of Know Your Role Boulevard in the Smackdown Hotel. Brahma Bull.
Finally, the Brahma Bull has come back to the Mad Dump.
I've never regretted having someone on quicker than right now.
Exactly. What's
When?
Grant.
Yeti's not here.
Oh, yeah, where is Yeti? That son of a bee. Anyway, Yeti should be here at some point.
Can we not swear on this one?
I do.
Yeah, I swear.
Well, I think we try not to say the F word within the first, how long?
About 15 minutes.
15.
Really?
I have to wait 15 minutes to say the F word?
Which F word are we talking about, though? 'Cause you've
Well,
already,
the
you've already
one
said
that-
one of them with fridging.
Oh, yeah, I did say fridging.
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah.
Where the hell is Yeti? Whatever,
Culture,
doesn't matter.
Grant.
And where's
Moving
culture?
over on time.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Doing
not
his
expecting.
best, So
Anyway, all right. Dude, did y'all hear about Miss Marvel being the first mutant in the MCU?
No, guess what?
wait,
Yes.
I pay no attention
Miss
to
Marvel
pop culture.
or Miss Marvel? Like which one?
Miss Marvel.
So
Which
The
one's
like
that?
the show?
Kamala.
The detective, Miss
I was
Marvel.
going to say Harris. Kamala Khan.
Yes.
How could she? But she got the magical bracelets from the. How does that make her a mutant?
Yep.
What about Wanda? Wanda was in it. She's a mutant.
Not a mutant.
Even though she
Yes.
had powers before she got attached to the stone, she's not a mutant. No, that's clearly
Not a mutant.
established.
Nope. She's a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Bitch.
What
Good
about
movie, though.
Quicksilver? He's a mutant.
No, he's dead.
No, he's dead. Yeah, no, he's a bullet
Yeah.
catcher.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's
What
that.
about- Well, what about Charles Xavier? He was in a film.
Oh,
Nope,
actually
she's
was
not
in
a inhuman anymore. She's a mutant. That is correct. It's been changed. Yep. All right. Well, let's get.
Does she know about that? Does the show know about that, or is this like writer's headcanon afterwards?
I don't know. I didn't watch the show, but apparently that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And let's get going because this is a really long article that I really think we should get to.
gosh.
I know Scott would want us to get to it. And
Do you remember
Brahma,
when he used to read the thing? That was really good.
don't know what the thing is.
Like the these. He used to read these. He used to read the books to people. It was very nice to have story time.
Oh, and speaking of mutants, Erie has joined us.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Erie.
Hello.
Oh, the cartoons here. I like that.
No, that's Eerie.
Oh,
That's how she actually
Like
looks.
it.
That's a live cam feed.
I hope so.
I
Don't
died
bring
a
up
long
Morbius.
time ago. I died of cringe.
I thought you died of
Oh, do you know what I think? Oh no, I shouldn't. I know what I wanted to put up.
Yeah,
Forgot what
you
it was.
I
can't-
think we all know what.
You can't say AIDS anymore. Sorry.
who has everybody seen the Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched all of the games. So
Oh, the Giants won. That's good.
no, the Giant got killed in season 5.
Nobody
Yeah.
dies from syphilis anymore. Good Lord, it's just a couple of penicillin shots in your hips and you're fine. For the record, that's what I hear on the streets.
Yeah,
Just for
don't
Two
look
and
into it.
nope.
Two in the hips. Ever heard of it?
You fuckers.
Somehow I think you're doing that wrong, but I don't know why.
Burn it down the house. How Game of Thrones enters a new age with House of the Dragon, the prequel series, cast and creators, blah, 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 before approaching literally had to put up
Oh,
fences.
not
when we
Nick
first built
Romano.
it.
This guy can waffle.
Which one?
The guy who wrote the article. He's a waffle.
Yeah, so
Oh.
the first part is about the throne and it's different, and I didn't care about that.
Wait,
time
it's
to
not
wake the
spiky
dragon.
anymore.
It's about the throne
Doctor
and it's
Who.
about the games.
Yeah,
Is that Doctor Who?
Yeah,
Matt
Matt
Smith.
Smith's been making bad decisions since Doctor Who.
I mean, to be honest with you, you made a bad decision with Doctor Who, but that's
I don't
I
know
don't
these
know.
people.
He was the Terminator that killed John Connor in canon. So again, well, depends on which version it is, because also Arnold killed John Connor.
For better or worse, everyone had and still has something to say about how Thrones series creator David Benioff and D.B. Weiss ended the final season of their adaptation of Martin's core novels. The most
called
barbarous critics suggested it ruined their entire Thrones experience, because it did. It ruined all of it.
yeah. It was awful.
Which
Everything that
Patty,
had done before was screwed up and thrown in a bin.
who is Patty Considine?
I don't know, but I know who John Constantine is. So
Who plays King Viserys? Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks. That was what it looks
Viserys,
like.
yeah,
Viserys? No, it's Viserys.
something like that.
The first. I don't think you have to have the first, right? It's just King Viserys.
Yeah, doesn't that come
Well, a
after
lot of ones like
afterwards?
Yeah.
but
Anyway,
this is a retrospective show, so I suppose the first would be okay.
Yes, because everyone loves retrospective prequels.
can understand, even if he doesn't wholly agree. Quote, when you live with something for so many years and watch those characters on that adventure, I think people start to write their own endings, said the Peaky Blinders alum.
And
I feel
any
like-
ending would have been better than what we got.
Everybody
like a
writes their
bit
own
of that-
ending except for George Martin.
I feel like a bit of that probably happened, and I was probably one of them as well. No. Even if you didn't have your own ending that you wanted to see, it still sucked.
Is it one of the Peaky Blinders writers is writing this now? Not the article, the show.
No, that was somebody from the show, Patty Considine.
Oh right, random.
Yep.
Viserys.
People are always going to have something to say about the way a beloved thing
he
comes
was
to
the
an end.
priest. Sorry, I just remembered who
Oh.
it was.
Oh,
What the in the first series?
Second or third one. The one
Yeah, I
who
know who you're
kidnaps
on
the
about
main
now.
guy's kid, and then it ends up
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
the blade to the throat.
Yeah.
what
You've
they
got that death,
say,
which would be fatal.
what they say doesn't really affect the way we approach this. We have this huge legacy to carry forward, and we want to do that in the best way that honors what came before, but also doesn't do the thing that I think a lot of sequels do. Here's what you love wrapped up in a different packaging. I wonder if he
Not a
knows he's on a
sequel, though, is it?
prequel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or did say.
it's hard to disagree with him when having these conversations in front of man-made sets like Dragonstone, the ancestral seat of Targaryen power, where a boiler embedded beneath the stage pumps smoke up through the floors and around the sharp black stone. What the God? This dude, I hate his writing.
He did say
All that says nothing. Throughout the show's 8 seasons, the depiction of Thrones female characters became a core talking point among viewers, particularly what some felt to be gratuitous violence and the undermining of various women's journeys to power. Now, before we go on, did y'all think that it was... Anybody have a problem with the depiction of women in the Game of Thrones series?
No.
They had
Eerie?
too much power?
One more time. Sorry, my woman brain spaced out. Say that one more time.
Of course. Did you have a problem with the way women were depicted in Game of Thrones?
I have a confession to make. I don't watch Game of Thrones. I'm sorry.
Dang it.
I'm sorry. Not my fault.
You know what?
Whatever.
Everyone should walk behind it with a bell going, shame,
Shame.
shame.
That's all right. You don't need it. The prequel now puts women more at the forefront with the focus on Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen. I think I nailed
Right.
that. And her childhood best friend, Alicent Hightower.
Rihanna Targaryen.
That's what I said. You're just saying it with an accent. The hand of the
No,
king's
no.
daughter.
Oh, God.
So they're saying in Game of Thrones, women weren't in the forefront? Like we didn't have Lannister and Cersei Lannister and Daenerys through the whole thing, just making
Arya.
decisions?
The other sister,
Arya.
Sansa.
And,
Yeah, no, there just wasn't enough women.
there was
Their
one
relationship-
that went into
What
Star
are we
Wars
women
as
gonna
well.
do? How can we progress in society if we don't have representation that is good in the media? Shut up. Shut up. This is so stupid.
Genuine
That's
question.
awesome.
Do you? I'm guessing you probably do, but do you find like representation the way it's been done now is basically pandering? Like if you were
It's
alive, Eerie, would it
basically-
upset you?
Not even pandering. It's just women, if you want to be successful, just be mean to everyone. Just you don't need anyone. Nobody should depend on you. You don't need to sacrifice anything for anyone. Just live for yourself. Be selfish and just be mean to everyone. I can't stand that. It's not even writing characters anymore. It's just writing an ideology.
Yeah.
It sounds like bad
Basically.
advice because the nicer you are to people, the nicer they are back. I always find that
That's-
anyway.
I mean, it
That's
pays.
not true.
I'll tell you.
It is. It's just the opposite of what I actually do on YouTube land. I'm horrible to everyone on it.
So this is what the show is going to be, right? The whole conflict is going to be framed on the series through the relationship between Arania. What did you say her name was?
Who? Rihanna.
Rihanna and
I
Alicent.
walked across a keyboard.
Leads to perhaps the bloodiest civil war the country has ever seen. So the entire show will be framed through these two BFFs.
Two girl
I
best
wonder if
friends.
they'll play the battle theme with the Republic at any point.
Ooh, I
Any
don't know.
Civil War I give a shit about.
Prequel idea with anyway. So there's a saying. Yeah. Hold on. So yeah. So I don't know who this is.
It's a woman, I think.
Oh, this is Rihanna,
Rihanna.
Targaryen. Yes.
A woman. Wow.
well,
yes.
I don't want to assume it is because reasons.
Hold on. So this is Emma Darcy, who is not a
Darcy.
woman, by the way. Before Darcy, who uses they them pronouns.
See,
Could-
I was right to not
could wrap their head around Rihanna, they had to figure out to throw together a makeshift wig. The actor, 30, remembers whipping up a very special audition tape in the middle of the pandemic for what they thought was a Game of Thrones ripoff, not knowing it was for the actual Game of Thrones prequel series. Darcy recorded themselves on an iPhone propped up against a bag of chips sent the video off and figured that would be the end of that. What followed was around, yeah, I don't care. So they got the part. All I had. Oh yeah,
So
this
it's
is
still not
still
a woman in the leading role, based on his own
Oh,
story.
nice.
Oh, what
But-
are we women to do if there's no
but-
woman in the leading role? Oh,
But they are playing a princess, even though she's not your typical princess. The Westeros public gave her the nickname "The Realm's Delight." That sounds like she's a whore.
it kind of does. I'm not gonna
The
lie.
Rapper's Delight, did you say?
She's been around the kingdom every now and
Right?
again.
But instead of
Something
busying her days with needlework and
Elocution.
elocution classes, Rihanna serves as her father's cupbearer and rides dragons.
Great.
In other
So
in other
she's
words,
just basically like a normal Targaryen.
she enjoys the freedoms usually afforded to male heirs. She has an understanding of history and famous dragon riders, especially female dragon riders, of course. Oh my God. Alcock 22 says of her character.
Oh my God, he's called Alcock. That is
No, that's the
incredible.
actress's actual last
Yeah.
name.
What's their actual last name is Alcock.
Alcock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alcock, no balls. Love it.
Says of her character. The Aussie actress feels there's a little bit of Arya Stark in. Wait, is this person misgendering? Like using the wrong pronoun?
Yeah, I think so.
Cancel.
No,
Cancel them. Get
Apparently,
them.
if you're speaking of the character that they're playing, then you're allowed to use real pronouns. The rest
Wait.
of the time, you've got to use the made-up ones.
Whoa, are you allowed to use the words real and make believe?
Nope.
Oh, naughty.
It's a make-believe story.
Mike, bro, the
With
lines
what
a
is-
little bit.
Game of
The
Thrones.
headlines. It's a massive rip-off of English history, but
This
It's
article
talking
so
about
confusing.
two different characters.
Yeah, but no,
it's a
Actresses.
huge article as well.
yeah.
I feel like if Culture was reading it, we would have let him read about 2 sentences by now, and I would have been like, "Oh my God, it's going on forever." But look at the size of it; it's huge.
Well, that's why I'm not reading all of it. Anyways, so Rihanna is pushing the edges of womanhood. They explain how she obsessed with masculinity, equating maleness to freedom. She is a person who feels at odds with the way that she is read by the world. Even this label, the Realm's Delight, which implies a passivity.
Passivity.
No, I don't think that's right.
Yeah, it is. But
What? Say it again, Brahma.
Passivity.
Passivity. Like I said,
no,
I
that
was
doesn't
right.
sound right either.
being an object of people's oogling, they say, is like she has a doppelganger. The doppelganger is Rihanna's born male, who has access to all the things that she craves and feels to be hers. She has this amazing connection with her uncle Damon, played by Doctor Who veteran Matt Smith. Is this him?
Yeah, that's Matt Smith. He was a former Doctor Who. I'm just going to take this question quickly. No, I'm not from the north. I'm a southerner.
Yeah, Mark. Anyway, so yeah. God, he keeps repeating himself too, man. He's like a huge rabid dog in many ways who only calms and soothes around Damon. Anyway, here's this
I
guy.
can't
I don't
wait
know
to
this
not
guy.
watch this show. I'm really excited to. Like,
It sounds
just
so bad.
never
I wish
watch it.
Scott was here. I wish Scott was here so that I could hear, like, you know what I mean? Because I know this is like his jam.
It's great
He
to
would be
hear
really
about,
upset. I'm sure he'd be crying himself to sleep or something.
It's great to hear about their portrayal of women rather than their portrayal of
Characters.
Yeah.
That's
Almost like Marvel all over again, isn't it?
Yes.
I
also
hate it when-
lovely how they opened up.
How one character
ahead,
has to
Yuri.
be representative of a whole population. If there's one female character in a show, it's got to be a representation of the whole female population. If there's one like black or trans or gay character, it's got to be of the whole black or gay or trans community. Are you for real? Can we have characters instead of just husks that are mouthpieces of a collective? It's very strange. It gets very strange when it's like that. I'm done.
Okay. You're right though. They do the same thing with white men. We're always the bad guy. Which I'm cool with. I get
the
it.
evil white man. How dare.
No one understands this lesson better. Quick history recap.
Where's the villain? I just realised we don't have the villain here. The German guy or whatever.
Oh yeah, he can't. He's not going to be able to make it. Who are these people?
I mean, then I don't think they're real people. I think they're fictional characters.
All right, whatever. This article
Anyone
is
gets
long.
that reference,
I don't care
I'm gonna
about
be
any of
very
these
happy.
people. I don't think anybody else here cares about any of those people, so we're going to move on. Forget that article. I hate that article.
Woo!
It was the same paragraph like 25 times.
Yes, it was.
Mm.
All right. Brahma, you want to take this one?
Sure. Thor 4 fans demand trigger warning for graphic scene. Get called stupid.
There's a graphic scene in a kids' film. Are you joking?
Oh boy, what's
Yeah.
the graphic scene? Did
Well,
someone break a
Marvel's-
pronoun?
Oh, you just changed the set there.
Someone accused of fat phobia or something? What is
Well,
so graphic in this movie? That is. Please read.
Well,
Thor's ass. While Marvel Cinematic Universe fans have already stormed Thor Love and Thunder to the top of the box office, some of them are freaking out about one graphic scene. Some outraged viewers are petitioning the Marvel to issue a trigger warning for one atrocious moment featuring a major character. The brewing backlash has already resulted in some other Marvel diehards dragging the more fragile fans for being stupid.
dragging the more fragile fans.
What scene is this? What happens?
Dragging
Has
them
anyone
behind
seen
a
it?
cart.
Yeah, I've seen it. Go
What
ahead.
happens? I mean, write in the private chat. Don't let.
I'm not
you know,
sure what
chat.
scene they're talking about yet.
What
I
is
ain't
the
got a
scene?
clue.
Well,
I
there's
guess this
so
is what
keep
we're
reading.
getting to.
Keep
In a
reading. We'll
pivotal-
find out.
In a pivotal scene from the new box office blockbuster, Natalie Portman's character, scientist Jane Foster, receives the startling news that she has stage 4 cancer before donning a superhero suit and becoming the mighty Thor. There is a plot point in the movie showing Jane undergoing chemotherapy treatments for her illness, and some fans are demanding a warning disclaimer be added to future showings. Are you seriously?
Are you for real? Are you
The
for
offended
real?
the
Wow,
offended
is that what it
parties
is?
argue that the scene could be harmful to some who have cancer or know of loved ones who have suffered from the sickness.
Surely they'll be going through something like that themselves.
Yeah, chemotherapy is difficult, but like, who would
Yeah.
bitch about this? Are you for real?
Well, like Xavier here says, no spoilers, but Thor Love and Thunder should have had a trigger warning for graphic depiction of cancer. And the fact that we didn't know going in is atrocious. Guys, the scene of her getting chemo is literally her sitting there getting chemo and then talking to the dude next to her about her book that he's reading. That's it. That's the scene.
Ah. I wonder if these people have ever watched the movie Bucket List.
Or Deadpool.
Yeah.
Or even like Guardians of the Galaxy. Wasn't there like a cancer patient at the start? Like his mom?
That was his mum. Yeah. Oh, that's
Yep.
pretty sad.
And
So-
Philadelphia would take a whole different
Shit, yeah. Oh, by the way, we can say fuck now, so that's nice.
Nice. Another person chimed in. People's reactions to the suggestions of trigger warnings for Thor truly make me realize how cold, disgusting, and cruel humans can be.
Cruel. Chemotherapy is a treatment to cure people with cancer.
Yep.
Hopefully.
I mean, it is a poison as well, though. So.
Yeah, but still, though,
guess.
you don't need a trigger warning.
I'm trying to be a devil's advocate, but I can't actually.
It's
I'm a
tough,
little
right?
bit- Yeah, it doesn't make sense. This is a really silly argument. I've got a genuine question in the private chat because I really will not be watching this movie for loads of different reasons. So.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Oh, thank.
And I don't
thank
think
the
anybody
gods.
cares if we ruin this movie because, like,
Really.
no, I don't think anyone cares. Like, if we
Scott
spoil this
might.
movie.
It is truly horrible.
No, Scott's seen it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Good. Spoil away.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, I'll wait. If someone doesn't want to hear about the movie, they can pop up. in the chat. Somebody let me know if you do. Anyway,
Yeah.
what happened?
I was just laughing because it's like as if we're ever going to look at the chat. I know this is Scott's one. I know I'm only joking, but like it's very funny.
People
wasn't
deserve to
funny,
know
was
what
it?
emotions. People deserve to know what emotions they want to feel when going to potentially have a good time at the movies. What?
No, not every movie is a good time. It really isn't.
Well, they should
Some
know
are
that
really
ahead
hard
of
to
time.
get through. Mm.
And then another fan pleaded, "Stop misinterpreting and spreading misinformation. These are really sensitive issues and can trigger people. I panicked until I knew the context. Please."
So they need to
That's
do a warning
odd.
like no humans were harmed in the making of this film at the beginning. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
Do you know? I've got a like a weird feeling about this. I think it's only because it happened to Natalie Portman's character. If it was going on with anyone else, I think they wouldn't care.
Yo, check it out, right? So she, Natalie Portman in real life is like, I don't know, 4'2", something like that, right?
Yeah, she's tiny.
Yeah, but they needed
How
her to
tall
be
is she?
like 4'2".
Is that hyperbole or is that real?
Oh no,
She has
that'd be
to
in
stand
hyperbolic.
on like she has to stand
A
on
ramp.
ramps and stuff in the
Yeah.
first one. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever she's walking around, she has to be on this ramp to try to be. And you know how you can tell she's standing on something? Look at her knees, and then look at his
Yeah,
knees.
I know. So
I looked it
good.
up. She's 5'3".
So yeah, that's close.
Yeah, she's tiny.
And
You
he's
were off by a
6'5".
whole foot.
I'm bigger. I'm
tiny
slightly
baby
taller
foot.
than Chris Hemsworth, just to put it into
Yeah.
perspective.
I thought
But-
I thought she beat me in the tall midget wars. Had me going there.
But look,
Yeah, but
look,
you're
dude.
like this big.
Yeah.
look, but like the knees, like it is so obvious that she's standing on something. Am I wrong about
Yeah.
this?
No, you're not. It's
you're
actually shockingly obvious.
Either her like either like the ankles, her ankles are like 2 feet long. You know what I mean?
What's up with her face?
They really should have. They should have cut this right.
Where did that come from?
I can't do that, but like they should have cut it like above her knees or something. So do you know what I mean? Like so that maybe have a bit more background in the shot.
She could be standing on a rock because there are rocks in the back.
Like
He's not
like
standing
thi-
on a
But like that.
this should have been the way that they
Framed it.
shot the photo.
And
Yeah,
why
they
is
framed
she,
it
Why is she wielding Mir? Why?
because
That's what she
Mir
does,
chose
Timothy.
her.
And
But
it
why?
stops her cancer better than the chemo does.
Well,
Yeah, but
Yes,
why?
no.
Yeah. Yes
so
and no.
here's the explanation. It's cuckoo bananas. I didn't see anybody say don't spoil it, so I'm about to. So here's the thing. When they were living together, Thor and Jane or whatever, Thor whispered to Mir one night, and he said, "Hey Mir, you see her? I like her. Always take care of her." And so Mir was shattered or whatever, and then Jane gets cancer, and then Jane happens to grab a book about Viking myth or whatever, opens it up, and it happens to open up at the page about Mir, and it happens to zoom in on it can heal you or give you health or some shit.
Bestows
So-
great health.
Yeah, so she's like, "Oh, I should go check out Mir at Viking Island or whatever it's called, because now
God.
New Asgard is like a tourist destination, and they have like cruise, like you can take a cruise there, and they have like rides and popcorn and candy cotton, and they also have the pieces of Mir. And so she goes, and then Mir is like, you're here, Jane. I missed you," or whatever. And the next time we see her, she's all like this.
Oh
I
man,
hate it already.
I
It
do hate it.
reforms itself by her presence.
Because here's the thing, wielding Mjolnir was a huge moment in Avengers Endgame when Captain America finally lifted it up and it was like, wow, oh my gosh, he did it. Wow. And it was a big battle. It was pretty epic. But now it's just like, somebody else can carry it. Now it's not that special. Now it's boring.
Oh,
You ruined
oh,
it.
Erie, you think that's bad? He also gives the power of Thor to about 20 kids temporarily. There was he put a time limit on it, but he gave all of them the power of Thor so they could fight.
What?
They've got like sticks that are now Mjolnir part 5
Erie,
through 20.
One of the kids has a teddy bear that she uses that like has like lightning, like not lightning, but like beams of light out of the teddy bear's eyes, and that's her weapon. So she's like, with her teddy bear.
Like it's
because they all had the power of Thor.
lightning.
Yeah.
Say psych right now. This sounds like a parody than an actual movie.
This all
I
happened.
knew it would be
Say
like
psych
this. This is
right now,
why I
Mad.
said no.
This all happened. Mind you, they all have cancer now. I don't know.
Everyone's
Like-
got cancer.
I honestly would have like I thought this was gonna be it. I thought that she got cancer from him because he has like, space human like sperm. You know what I mean?
You don't
So
catch
basically, it's
cancer.
like
What?
you were thinking too much
Space
down the
cancer.
lines of boys. That's why.
It could have been space cancer.
Space cancer.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
transmitted through.
We know
Anyway.
what it is transmitted. don't you?
Somebody help me. I think I have the monkey flu. Check it out.
Same thing, yeah. Both of those
Yeah.
are transmitted through anyway.
Yeah. So
Gotta love that space cancer.
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, kids. A movie studio is under no obligation to give you a trigger warning. That spoils the film for everyone, just in case you have the internet. Whatever.
I would love to see the
Actually-
trigger warnings for like John Wick. People get shot.
I'd love to see the
In
trigger
fairness-
warning
Get stabbed.
say Deadpool.
I'm gonna be honest. At least she tried. You can see that she's worked out a bit.
Her arms are CGI.
It's CGI.
Really? No
Yep.
way.
Wow.
It's CGI?
Okay.
Just like Brie Larson's ass?
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly like Brie Larson's ass. Yes.
Oh, that's pathetic. Well, I'm definitely not watching the movie anyway. So
Oh, by the way, my favorite
The
part, I don't
Guardians,
know about Brahma. I have two favorite, one is her catchphrase of eat my hammer,
right.
Mhm.
or it was when Gorg, what's his name?
Korg.
No, the bad guy.
The rock guy? Oh, Gore, the God Butcher.
Gore. Okay, they all have Gore, Thor, Korg. Like it's very confusing. The bad guy calls Natalie Portman's character Lady Thor, and she goes,
Oh.
"No, you call me Mighty Thor or Dr. Jane Foster."
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That was actually in it.
That is
Yes.
pathetic.
Like it was
Lord.
directed at all of us who called her Lady Thor, and they were like,
Yeah.
"No, we're gonna use that in the movie.
Oh yeah, they did.
Bad
What
guy's
makes
gonna
her
call her Lady
Mighty
Thor."
and Thor just Thor? What did she do to
Taika Waititi.
get the Mighty Thor title?
What did she do? Well, because don't forget that what's his name? Thor told Mimir, "Hey, Mimir, look after her, make sure she's okay."
Brilliant.
And now
Are the
she's
Guardians
Mighty
in
Thor?
it much?
Yeah, they were in for like 10 minutes, maybe.
I will,
That's actually quite
just
a long
out of spite,
time
I
for
will call her Lady Thor until the day I die. Just purely out
She
of spite.
Thor, Lady Thor. Yeah. Now, my favorite scene, unfortunately, it got ruined like 10, 15 seconds later, was when Court died. I was so hoping that he'd be dead. But then 10 seconds later, he's not.
All right, so
Taika's still talking.
Taika Waititi's character.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hate that
Right,
thing.
yeah.
It's all it
I
does is talk all movie long. Horrible.
he does
jokes.
talk a lot in this one. And they actually retconned the last movie that he was in, Ragnarok. Because remember when he said like, "Yeah, no, I was printing out what was it, like the posters or whatever."
Flyers.
Yeah, flyers. Yeah,
Revolution.
yeah. But only my mom and my stepdad showed up.
Yeah.
So that didn't happen because now for there to be a new rock Korg person, two bros have to hold hands over like a lava thing in a volcano to make a new bro.
There are no
Right.
women rock people.
That's progressive.
Despite the fact that he said that he had a mom and a stepdad.
Yeah. Remember the favourite bit in the first film that he was in was, "Oh my god, the hammer pulled you off." I thought that was
Yes.
hilarious.
I thought he was great. Yeah. And he's just a bro to me. Like, people are like, "Oh, they have him gay." I'm like, no, not really. Like, he's not gay. If they're all men, you know, rock people, he's just broing out with his bro to make a new one.
Yeah, he just wasn't funny was the issue. And it was the same jokes from Ragnarok blown up about 1,000 times, and none of them landed.
I didn't actually like
they tried
that
to make
movie,
it a
I'll be
comedy.
honest.
I liked
I did.
the first go around. Then it was just the same thing over and over. I mean, the jokes don't work.
I like the first one. I like that.
Did everybody see
that wasn't right
Stranger
either.
Things?
No,
Nope, I only know that one song that got really popular thanks to Stranger Things.
I got rid of Netflix because reasons.
The
'Cause
Metallica
cuties, that's
song
why.
that nobody had ever heard before?
No, the Kate Bush song, probably.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming because, you know, Erie's a chick. I figured that would be the song. Am I wrong?
It was what?
She's not listening to any of us.
Nope.
So rude.
Has anybody seen the Munsters trailer?
The Monsters.
I didn't
They're
get a
coming out with
chance to
another
see it.
Monsters?
The Rob Zombie, the Munsters trailer. You guys want to watch it?
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Sure.
I'm not even joking. I imagine it's really good.
Well, let's check it out then.
I hope it's got murders in it and everything. Like Herman's a psychopath. It's going to be great.
Wow, this takes forever.
Rob Zombie, the director of House of 1,000 Corpses, Halloween, and The Devil's Rejects, brings you the greatest love story ever told.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Who the fuck is that?
That's Wolfman.
Is he a part of the
Being in
Munsters?
the Munsters.
Yeah, in the original one, I'm pretty sure.
Was he?
That's Gremlin, you know. You feed him in midnight or something like that, I think.
Yeah. And you can't get him wet.
The brain of a super genius transplanted into the body of a perfect physical specimen.
I like how cheap it looks as well.
I was about to say, I'm like, it looks like it's like at a this looks like the commercial they used to run for Scream-O-Ween. Maybe that wasn't what it was called. At Six Flags
Geico.
over Texas. They would have a special Halloween night. And it looks like that quality.
I want a man that makes my blood run cold. A man
Yeah, it really
who
does look
every
like
time
some
he
kind
enters
of
my
ride,
grave,
like an
it's
advertisement for a
Yeah.
ride.
Yeah, like an event at Six Flags.
stake through my dead black heart.
I can whip the upper humpy down in the lamb.
Oh no!
Oh,
Remember
he
what
looks
happened last time?
bang on to the original one as well. I like that.
I'm gonna
Bad
go.
Uncle Fester?
Okay.
No, Monsters.
Grandpa Monster.
A queen.
I know, I'm just messing.
What exactly do you want?
Is Herman Munster in there? I knew the moment I laid eyes on you that you were special. I understand if you don't feel the same.
What is
This looks
happening?
amazing. Honestly,
This-
I'm not even joking about this. Looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie.
It does, doesn't it?
I'm just a regular gal living a boring, normal life.
If there's one thing I know, is that the rest of the world melted away as soon as you.
Is that his voice?
Yeah.
Is that how he sounded in the show?
No.
There was 2 or 3 different ones. Each sounded different. The original one sounded more like Frankenstein's monster. The second one sounded more like a Californian, I think. So yeah.
It seems Miss Lily is truly in love.
Oh, come on. You know and I know that we gotta get rid of that bozo Herman Munster.
We're gonna get claimed for that fucking song.
I hope not.
Like, I remember watching it with my grandparents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is that? Who's playing her? I cannot tell.
I don't know. She's good.
Is that Rob's girlfriend that's in
No, I
every
don't think
one of his
so. No,
movies?
this one. This chick looks like she can act.
Now that you mention it, I actually do remember watching this growing up.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
Greetings from Transylvania.
That was Rob. He did a really good impression.
Oh, I guess we're gonna have to get used to it.
I don't know what to think of this.
I can't wait to watch it. I'm not even pissing about. I really like the look of it.
What does chat think? Oh, wait, Olivia. Oh, I can't click on it. Hold on. CGI looks like Disney Descendants.
Descendants. Yeah, it's like a Disney movie for like kids.
Oh yeah, what's his name? He would always put his chin on everything.
What?
Sherry Moon Zombie.
Yeah,
What
that's,
guy that would put his chin on everything?
that's the wife or whatever, right?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Sherry Moon. Yeah.
Oh, I only remember her from that one scene of her going, Chinese.
You know who's in
Japanese.
it?
Ooh, look at these.
Elvira, the original Elvira's in it.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, Cassandra Peterson. She's in it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
That's awesome.
Any other thoughts on that one?
Yeah, the guy from Lost is in it as well. Hurley, he's in that. I'm going to be
Cool.
blunt. I already have done 2 or 3 times. I'm quite excited. I think it's going to be quite fun. It looks cheap, and that's kind of what it's meant to look like. You know, if it was all like, yeah, if it was too clean, too good, too well put together, it just wouldn't. It'd be pointless. So yeah, I'm a fan of that already.
We'll see.
All right. Well, I guess
I'll watch it, but I don't know. It didn't send tingles down my spine or anything. It was just like, okay. I mean,
Yeah,
Good,
it's
because
campy
then you're
and
not ill.
It looks like a B movie. I mean, but
Yeah.
most of zombie stuff does. So
Well, that's the thing, and let's be really, really, really super honest here. That's what Street Smarts is all about. B movies. So, yeah.
Yeah, but that
gonna
one
be
doesn't
cool.
seem like ours. Like,
I don't know. I've got a feeling I'll go and watch it, and I'm not a big fan of going to the cinema, but I bet you I'll go and watch it and be like, we're gonna have to have that on our show at some point.
Bram, how
man.
much are you smoking? Either you've been smoking the same cigarette for the last 30 minutes, or that's like your 8th one.
4.
Oh my gosh.
All right, hold on, guys. If y'all could vamp for a second.
Why don't we just use a bumper? All right. This will do it. I was going to pick the one that, you know, when you were a cop, you met Scott the first time.
Yeah.
In fact, I
Yeah,
might.
Looking?
Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah. I didn't know we were going to be running through absolutely everything this quick. So,
Play it
my
again.
goodness.
nope.
Which one? All right. How about this?
Hey, buddy, I think you got the wrong door. Leather Club's 2 blocks down. Fuck you. Fuck you, Leather Man. I'll show you who's boss in this Jeep. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Huh? That's what you got. Come on.
Reface is awful. I should be doing that one.
You're picking some great ones.
I know. Hang on. What about this?
God! Oh my God! Fucking stupid!
That was
You didn't
really
get a trigger
aggressive.
warning for Thor.
That was honestly really more aggressive than I thought it would be.
All right, I got us. All right, so speaking of Natalie Portman's Thor of Amazing Mint, we are going to have a very special segment called had to find something.
Is that what it's called?
All right, what the is a Mary Sue?
Yep. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to watch overly sarcastic something. Talk about oh, do you?
Is this?
Yeah, she's fun.
Well, let's see what she says about Mary Sue's.
Oh dear.
Everybody, if anybody remembers her video on fridging.
No.
You weren't there.
Seriously, the term is thrown around all over the goddamn place, but what does it mean? Nobody can agree. Some people say a Mary Sue is any character who's unrealistically heroic and or powerful, but that definition also covers basically every hero, so clearly it's...
What? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. There's usually an Achilles heel in most heroes. There's only a handful that don't have that. And the reason that they don't have that is because they're human in the first place, so they're easy to take out.
Or they get some level of training at some point rather than just automatically being able to do everything.
It's too broad. Sometimes it's restricted to author inserts, but there's nothing stopping a writer from writing a perfectly harmless author avatar into the story. Iconic hero Luke Skywalker has been explicitly confirmed to be heavily based on George Lucas himself, if this didn't already give it away.
But he's not a Mary Sue though.
No, he's not
At all.
remotely a Mary Sue.
No.
Because it takes him forever to. In the first movie, he's actually kind of useless, apart from that one in a million shot that he manages to pull off on the Death Star. He's about as much use as a chocolate orange, chocolate kettle even. Chocolate oranges are really useful and quite nice.
Yeah, no, but like the entire Empire is just one long movie of Luke getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
From beginning to end. And he fails miserably. Because he goes against what Yoda tells Luke, right? Like, go not you. Ready you are not. Too soon you are.
Let's stay here and eat some weird looking.
Wait, was that Yoda?
Guys, chat. I don't want to freak anybody out that's only listen to audio. That was not Yoda. That was just me doing a bang on impression of Yoda. Yoda. Right? That's what he says? Is that
really weird.
Is that his catchphrase?
He's like Pitbull. He just mentions his name all the time in sentences.
Yoda, I am.
Wait, hold on. This girl is mad. This girl is mad if Mad was a girl. Which girl? This girl?
No,
the one that talks really quickly.
Yeah, I was waiting on
hey, PJ.
somebody. We have another special guest coming in.
Wait, do we?
Yeah.
Who?
Hello.
He's not here yet.
Oh, right. Is it anyone I like?
Yes.
Really? Let's have a look.
And speaking of who Barbara likes.
Hello.
Hey, it's Mark.
Oh, it's the German.
This person like triggers me enough to like come on.
It is as well. It's the
I on the fence with this show. Like I just because like she used to be really good at like describing these tropes, and like then she fell to the dark side of politics and identity, and it's so sad because like she is genuinely like really good at focusing on the topic itself, but like she inserts like so much of her own opinions and like politics to these recent videos that I just want to vomit. It's such a tragedy, man.
It sounded like she was quite good, but I never was able to focus on anything really.
Well, I mean, she's got a drawn background, yet she doesn't draw her bookcase against her wall, and it really upsets me that there's such a massive gap between a bookcase and a wall.
That's so weird.
This has been the background ever since the first video. Like, I think they just purposely keep it the shit. Like, look at the perspective and the textures.
Yeah, like
what the fucking
you've got a 3D bookcase with 2D books on it. It's just there's no perspective whatsoever.
By the way,
she fell to the dark side because I remember liking her at one point. That's why I said I liked her. But then...
It's okay. You can still be friends with someone even if they don't agree with you. It is possible.
Absolutely not. But by the way, look, her face, this facial expression that they have drawn there is just sums up everything. That you
Oh,
need
it's
to
an
know.
expression. I thought that was teeth, like a vampire.
Oh no, I thought she was frowning, like men.
Oh.
We'll find out.
Mark Hamill has even gone on record to say that when he was stumped on how to play a scene, he just default to whatever Lucas would do, and Lucas would love it. But obviously, I mean,
Because
Lucas
he's the
kind of
director. That's what the directors do. If you're an actor, you
I
don't
was
know
thinking
what to
the
do.
same thing.
You ask
I was
your
thinking the
director.
same thing. Like, oh, what would the director want me to do? That's what I'm going to go for. So yeah, basically the character was based on him.
What would George Lucas do?
Can I
Was
get
that
a
Yoda?
Diet Coke?
tiny twerp who runs from the Skywalker family, but he doesn't feel like a Mary Sue. I mean, to me, I also liked Rey, so maybe my judgment on Star Wars protagonists shouldn't be
Oh
treated as a
no.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
horrible.
no.
Yes.
Well, what a
bias,
shock
but
that the
still,
one
it
character
seems
that
like
she
any
really likes
established
is the
definition
Palpatine.
ropes in too many characters that we don't want it to apply to. So how do we unravel the mystery of the Mary Sue? Who is she?
It's
Well,
easy,
we should probably
right? It's really, really easy. If you imagine Superman, but he's not got an issue with kryptonite, kryptonite doesn't affect him, that is a Mary Sue.
Yeah, true. By the way, who was a Vertical Horizon says she thinks being snarky validates her garbage opinions or garbage points.
Oh,
start
that's
at
a
the
bit
beginning.
mean.
Let's indulge in a little bit of fandom archaeology and travel all the way back to 1973. Mary Sue was coined as a parody/dissection of this trope in its original form. She was a comically over-the-top self-insert character in a Star Trek fanzine, and I'd summarize, but it'd be easier to just read the first paragraph. Gee golly gosh glorioski, thought Mary Sue as she stepped on the bridge of the Enterprise. Here I am, the youngest lieutenant in the fleet, only 15 and a half years old. Captain Kirk came up to her. Oh, Lieutenant, I love you madly. Will you come to bed with me? Captain, I am not that kind of girl. You're right, and I respect you for it. Here, take over the ship from me.
No
while
way
I go
would
get some
Captain
Wait,
Kirk
is
go
this-
after a 15-year-old. That's awful.
I think this really is how the story goes, right?
This is exactly the Mary
Yeah.
Sue story, yeah.
It's a parody.
It is meant to be a parody, yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee for us.
Wow.
Mr. Spock came onto the bridge. What are you doing in the command seat, Lieutenant? The captain told me to. Flawlessly logical. I admire your mind. See, at the time, this was a lot of what fanfiction was. People wanted to ride along with all these wacky
No, it
adventures,
was a
which, you know,
parody.
No, that's
To be
how
honest,
all
though-
fan fiction was.
How,
it
how
was-
is it different from any fan fiction now, though? Sorry, Grant.
Yeah, comedy skits are essentially real world literature now. So if someone does something that's comedy, when we look back at it now, they really think that's what happened. Like, did you know the whole story about Monty Python and the Holy Grail? 100% true story.
Oh yeah, that was a documentary. It was a documentary.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, especially
It's
when
like,
the cops arrested King Arthur and everyone else.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. And
that's how it
and like when Charlie Murphy's brother, his dick pissed fire, right, in Charlie Murphy's brother the Raw.
Such a memorable moment.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It's all in the books.
Yeah. Yeah.
fair, so they drop a character into the world and wish fulfill the hell out of it. Our buddy Mary Sue is gorgeous, talented, and desired and or respected by everybody. She's better than everyone at what they do, but nobody's mad about it because she's just so amazing. But none of that is
Like, does she realize she's like describing Ray Palpatine?
No.
I think she's describing herself because she's basically
Yeah,
the
that's
same
basically
way.
right.
Right? Like she's
Yeah.
better at everything. Like, you know, fixing the
Dude,
Millennium
she bypassed
Falcon.
the compressor.
And no one was mad about it. In fact, he offered her a job.
I think at this point, like, only the 7th movie was out, so...
Mary Sue.
why we dislike her. No, we find her annoying because the story is empty. This version of Mary Sue takes the spotlight and prima donnas her way through an otherwise fascinating fictional universe. This is just pure
I
wish
completely
fulfillment. She's a-
disagree. Like, I think like the Mary Sue, Lieutenant Mary Sue in the Star Trek fanfiction is a better character than Ray Palpatine. She has like at least the merit, like something that you can like attach to, and she works for her talents.
Yeah. Okay.
Like she
Backstory
went
is
through
bummer.
like Starfleet Academy herself. What did Ray do? Like
She bypassed the compressor. We've already been over this.
And in an alternate universe, the ship exploded into a billion pieces.
With positive character traits with nothing behind the eyes, and the story's no fun unless you like pretending to be her, because the story is entirely centered on people reaffirming how great she is. Now this was the Gen 1 Mary Sue,
Like
the
Ray.
original shameless girls just want to have fun fic insert. And honestly, I'm not gonna complain about her.
Shock.
Shocked.
She's a fanfic character. People write fanfic for fun. And if your first original character happens to be you with better hair, then whatever, man, you do you. But Gen 1 Mary Sue understandably got a lot of backlash. She was accused of being too perfect, too flawless, too good, of stealing the spotlight from the real heroes, which are all understandable complaints. But this gave rise to the second generation of Mary Sues, where some subdivision happened. See, those criticisms landed.
You know, she speaks so fast. It's actually hard to keep up with.
People wanted to avoid the scorn that came with writing a Mary Sue, so surface
Did you just
accounts remained
pause to say fast?
Yes.
This character in ways that violated the Gen 1 complaints. This character can't be a Mary Sue. See, she's not perfect because she's actually a huge
She's like a
asshole.
female
This one
Cinema
can't-
Roberto.
Does female what? Cinema Bata?
Cinema Roberto.
Bless you.
I don't know
Movie
who
Bob
that is.
by the Unlectured.
Ah, yeah, that's still no idea.
Be Mary Sue because he's the villain. This one's not an original character. They're repurposed from the original source material, so they can't possibly be a Mary Sue. Now, this gave rise to the substrains of Jerk Sue, Villain Sue, and Possession Sue, respectively. All attempts.
I've never heard of any of this.
I don't know what's happening.
It's not even. Yeah, Mary Sue is a self-insert, but at the same time, it's when the world revolves around a character. Like literally,
Yes.
the rules will bend at the whims of the character. That's what makes a Sue.
They have a bag filled with like whatever they need to get, like whatever they need, they can find it in this bag of, you know what I mean? Of bag of things.
If Batman never did any training or anything, and he just woke up one day and had the utility belt, he'd be a Mary Sue.
Without removing the fundamental Sue-ness. The Jerk Sue would be a colossal dickhead, but everyone they cared about would love them anyway. The Possession Sue would basically rewrite an existing character to match with what the author wanted them to be, often pulling them pretty far out of character in the process. The Villain Sue was
I
actually
never
pretty
heard
easy
of that.
No, I've never heard of any of these other.
to play with because
I think she's describing her friend group.
Hey, leave
Her
Reaver
friend
alone.
group. Like her
Yeah,
top
Erie's
5 on
part of that friend
MySpace?
group.
Yeah.
Pretty often
She's just creating the characters based on her own real life friend group.
over the
Hey, we
top,
got a
cooler
Jerk
than heroes
Sue,
and
a
crazy
Possessive
flamboyant,
Sue.
not to mention just plain fun to play. Now, there are a ton of other Gen 2 strains, but they all have one thing in common. The story still only exists to serve the image of the character, just like it did the Gen 1 Sue. No matter the skin, the Mary Sue makes the story boring around them. A story with a Sue at its core is written as though the Sue is the center of the universe. We're supposed to accept at face value that they're the most
Like Ray.
interesting, most important character in the story, because that's the
That
starting
music in
point
the
of their
background's
character,
not
not their
helping matters at all.
No. Yeah, I guess keyed in on it too.
Yeah,
It's making her voice sound like she's speaking faster.
Yes.
it does.
It's like one of those optical. Huh?
She's gonna burn away, like the fire's gonna like get out from the fireplace.
backstory.
I know it's
and
not the
motivation.
same song, The Entertainer, but it made me like think that the ice cream truck was coming around the corner or something.
Oh.
Just how
Oh,
invested
ice
we're
cream.
supposed
Where's
to be.
culture?
And I think fundamentally that's what makes a Sue a Sue. It's not something that exists on the level of a character trait, but on the story level. It's how the plot flows around them. The error is that the author starts from the premise that this character is by default the best character. Not the most paragon, not the most powerful, but the best. The one
Like Ray.
The bestest ever.
everyone sees themselves in. Or at the very least, the one everyone wants to pay attention to. And that's the problem. When you start from that premise, you forget to write the character in a way that draws us in. When you start with the idea that of course the character is the center of attention, we, the audience, will never actually internalize why they should be the center of attention.
Okay, like she understands the problems everyone has with Ray, but somehow is still a fan of Ray.
Well,
Just skirts around.
yeah.
Look,
Yeah, but
if you
she's
like a
what
bad
she says
character,
is
then
that's
you like a bad
different.
character. There's no shame in liking characters that are poorly written.
True, I agree.
Just,
But
just
at the same
give her
time,
credit, like,
it's just like making excuses and not calling a spade a spade. Now that's a problem.
just to give her credit, like she hasn't said that like Ray is not the Mary Sue. So like all she has said is that she likes her. And
All grievances, though, every single grievance that everyone has, every annoyance, is all hypocritical. I hate lateness. I'm never on time, right? Things like that. So I'm not surprised that she's got a blind spot in this case. And I'm completely ignoring what everyone else said because I was going to say this before they were going to.
you know, this is how I roll as well, so I can totally
Yes.
relate.
Yeah.
Typical Mary Sue Barber.
It's writing with a blind spot, and that blind spot isn't going to be filled, and that pulls us out of the story. And this is the problem that transcends fanfic and starts to enter the world of
Notice
original
she
writing.
said blind
Anytime a
spot
writer-
after I did.
is too busy
Yeah.
squeeing over a character to establish why we should care about them, it ends up feeling a little too self-congratulatory. But the problem doesn't stop there. The Mary Sue distorts the world around them, changing the way characters
There
act and
we
reality
go.
works
Yeah.
to put the focus on them.
Finally.
The Mary Sue is the center of attention at the expense of basically everything else. And this isn't always positive in story. The sympathetic Sue archetype is the character who the universe conspires to make miserable, just like the Gen 1 Mary Sue is the character the universe conspires to make look good. The Mary Sue in any of her forms is the center of everything, and that's not really going to be a compelling read, no matter how interesting her character is. And
Correct.
it's usually not that interesting. It takes more than a cartoonishly traumatic backstory and a laundry list of positive traits to make a character compelling. Now, to be clear, there are stories with a character at their center where the character isn't a Mary Sue. The distinction is that a Mary Sue warps the way the world works around them. Glorifying the Sue is prioritized over maintaining the established characterizations or the straight-up rules of reality. A hero might be at the
Like
center of
Ray.
the story, but they won't.
Holy fuck! It is so goddamn fast.
It's unbelievable.
It's
Matt? Can you whoever is
Matt-
streaming it? Can you
No,
slow it
I
down?
can't. No, I can't.
Is she Ben Shapiro?
She might as well be talking to
Shucks,
yakety
sorry.
sax.
Don't come back.
Zero
Maybe
punctuation.
Justice
If
Pants.
anyone gets that joke.
I do actually. Yeah, the game reviewer. It's very
I
good.
guess-
Yahtzee!
Yeah.
I just want here. Listen to her for just a little bit more.
No,
the
you've
only
got a
important-
super
Oh,
chat.
speaking of wanting more, Eric K for $2. Nice. And he says, Mad Dump. Nice. Thank you, Eric K. Nice.
That is nice. Yeah.
character. Luke might be the one blowing up the Death Star and saving the day, but Han's the one overcoming his personal demons and swooping in to save the kid's life at the last second, and Leia's the one sacrificing everything to get the plans to the rebellion in the first place. And we can't forget that the main drama in the story is caused by the presence of an equally fascinating villain to oppose our main trio. And that's the
Right.
main false positive here. There's a difference between being the hero of a story and being the center of the universe. A Mary Sue's not a character, they're an artifact of an overly centralized story.
Okay, I guess because like I
Isn't he gonna
realized
make-
like man, I really need to talk faster in my videos. So here's my video that I've done. Why the Disney Plus series Obi-Wan Kenobi is the best Star Wars. Full
Did
stop.
you just turn the speed up on this?
That's Chloe's point. Number one, rocks. See, now I feel
whoever
like
said
self-conscious that the Force is not about lifting rocks.
It's not
Yeah, you're not
Wow,
talking
this
quick
guy
enough.
sounds
He's an
like
idiot.
mad. Is,
A moron.
Are you
I knew
related?
nothing about the Force. All right, now
So
her.
soothing.
And as a result, a Mary Sue will basically never have a good supporting cast. You can't have compelling characters and side stories in a world that's all about Mary Sue.
I mean,
and
it's like
that's what Mary
comparing Drake's raps to like
Shit.
Tech
Any
Nine
of her
when it comes
forms.
to speed.
Shit, I fucked up.
It's like I'm listening to Spanish, except they are speaking in English.
Right? Like
It is, isn't it?
I get out maybe 4 or 5 words with, and she's like a paragraph into hers.
At least. With
and swooping in
piano
to save the
music
kid's
over
life
the
at the
top of
last
it.
second, and Leia's the one sacrificing everything to get the plans to the rebellion in the first place. And we can't forget that the main drama in the story
Well, I mean,
is
she
caused by
didn't
the
know she
presence of
was
an equally
sacrificing
fascinating
everything at the
villain
time.
to
That
oppose
come
our main
after the
trio.
fact.
And that's the main false positive here. There's a difference between being the hero of a story and being the center of the universe. A Mary Sue's not a character, they're an artifact of an overly centralized story. And as a result, a Mary Sue will basically never have a good supporting cast. You can't have compelling characters and side stories in a world that's all about Mary Sue. And that's what Mary
As
Sue
supporting
is.
cast, what you mean
Can
like the
it-
rest of the sequel
Can
characters?
anyone fill me in on that?
What do you mean?
Oh, this is what you wanted. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry. Jesus, this is so much work. What?
It,
See,
What
that's
is
how
it?
you're not a Mary Sue, because you actually struggle to do things.
Hmm.
Good practical lesson.
Now I want to know.
You don't, trust me.
Don't leave us in the dark, Mad.
Sorry. No, I got like 18 freaking DMs on Discord. Like, hey, so and so wants to join. Hey, so and so wants to join. Are you checking your DMs? Check your DMs. Have you checked them? Check them now.
Why aren't you checking your DMs?
Right
I still
there,
don't
I
even
checked
believe
it, and I sent the invite.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! All right.
Were you inviting this person?
Yeah.
No, I'm inviting someone actually from the universe, the Star Wars universe. I invited the clone trooper.
Well,
What?
don't say that. You're gonna piss him off.
Well,
What,
The guy that was in?
Is he not a clone trooper?
No, he's
Oh,
not.
he is. Yes, of course he is. He is,
I thought
yeah.
he was just a clone trooper.
He's trans. Like, stop misgendering him.
He's
He identifies as a
trooper.
sand trooper.
Trans ex clone trooper.
And welcome to the show, a very special guest, Shiny.
Hey, yo. How's it going?
Oh,
People were calling you a clone trooper.
Looks like a clone trooper.
People calling me a clone trooper
Yeah.
are wrong. It's not a clone, it's a centurion. It
Centurion.
just happens that I'm painted like a clone, but that's going to be fixed very soon.
So you're a
See, that's what I
centurion
said.
clone trooper. Got it.
Get the fuck out of it. No. Again.
You're more like a Yorkshire trooper or whatever that is.
Let's just have a Yorkshire tea just written on my chest.
Yes, you should have that on the
middle. Shiny, so are you familiar with this person?
With Red, yes, I am, unfortunately.
Yeah, overly sarcastic productions.
Yes.
It's so fast.
I am
What video is
struggling
this
with it. I'm not going to deny it.
This is the Mary Sue one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no, not this one. No, what have I got?
Oh, I see you're a fan.
Well, let's keep going.
I hate how
Even with that helmet on, I saw the cringe smile in his face. Like, oh,
Yeah.
with overly sarcastic productions, specifically with Red, she has this tendency of being 100% bang on the money for like the first 50% of the video.
Yeah.
And then on the last section of the video, she'll just go completely off the bender with some political rant about how it affects women or this, that, and the other. It's like, I don't care how it affects women. I care about the writing of the story. And half the time, what she's talking about doesn't even make any fucking sense either. That accusations of Mary Sue's is going to scare women away from making characters is like, no, because you would make the character
spoiler
anyway.
alert.
Yeah, we haven't got there yet, Shiny.
yeah, we're only at 52% of the video. Oh, man.
Damn it.
Well, we're just around about the time she starts going off the bender.
Well, let's listen.
Not just the center of the universe, but the only real thing in the universe. Everything has to lead back to the Sue. In any situation where that's not true, you don't have a Mary Sue. You might have an overpowered character or a character you don't like, but the Sue-ness is built on the fact that the story is sacrificed to make the character look good. A character
The
in a
Sue-ness.
good, well-rounded story where there's focus put on other characters and character interactions that don't center on them can't be a Mary Sue. The worst.
That what? No, that's bullshit.
Why is she adding words that she doesn't need to add in there? She adds a lot of redundant words just to make herself
Just to
like she's
sound
talking
smart.
fast. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
He just talks very fast.
That can be as poorly written. And I would be remiss as an internet content creator if I didn't
Matt,
address...
for the love of God, slow her down.
I can't slow her down.
How?
Hit her or something. I don't know.
Stop shitting me. Like, there's a function on YouTube for that.
We're not watching it on YouTube, bro.
Why are you watching
It's either you spend twice as much time watching this.
Oh yeah,
or
that's
you,
true.
You
See,
play at the normal speed and you don't understand half it's what she's saying.
Play it
prefer
double. Play
the
the
quicker
double.
version.
Look, there is what is it, like 7 of us, all right? I think together we will be able to understand, like if we piece together what we heard together, will figure it all out. So
I doubt it.
With our powers combined, we will translate whatever Animal Crossing symbol she's saying.
yes.
The gender thing.
Also, that bookshelf is too far away from the wall.
Way too far away from
The fact of
wall.
the matter is, the brand of Mary
I hadn't
Sue is
noticed
a
that.
female trope. She started as
And
a
all the
poorly written
books are like
self-insert,
2D.
mostly used by beginner
No,
female
no,
fans.
really. Like, there's the
And-
Gary
No, it
Stu.
isn't.
Gary
It
You
is
just went over
Gary
this.
Stu,
You
for
literally just said the
instance.
same thing. Now she's repeating? No, it's different. She
Yes.
changed the hair color. Sorry, my
It's-
bad.
It's a complete myth that Mary Sue's only apply to female characters because the exact same tropes which she's mentioned as being Sue-ness can be applied to male characters. For instance, the one we always love going to is Wesley Crusher from Star Trek Next Generation because he fucking sucks. I hate him.
Shut up, Wesley.
Fuck Wesley. Yes. And also Will Wheaton as well. Will Wheaton can get the fuck out of here. I hate him as well.
I hate
Don't
Will
worry, he's not
Wheaton
here.
more than
He's
Wesley.
not in here. Everything's fine.
No, he can get out of life. That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh, Sean brings up a good point. The chair is too close to the fire. It's going to ruin the leather.
I'm telling you. That's why she's so fast. Like, she gotta move.
Is the chair massive or is she just very small?
She is very small.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to get her measurement. She cannot beat me in the tall midget wars. That's not gonna happen.
And she's also going for the paleness as well, I've noticed. She's copying you a lot.
Yeah, probably some more European.
Into 1,000 recolored variants of a poorly written self-insert used by a wider array of fanfic writers. But Mary Sue characters are not exclusively female, and not all female heroes are Mary Sues. The thing is, there's a
No one says this. Who are you arguing with here?
Yeah,
No one said that about
He said that. She's copying you now.
Her reflection.
She heard you.
He could have saved himself. What is this Mary Sue bullshit?
She said that, what was it? The Mary Sue is a female trope, and yet it doesn't always apply to female characters and not to all female characters. I don't think anyone has ever said that it applies to all female characters.
No.
And I don't think anyone, apart from some fucking idiots, have called Daisy Ridley is saying that it only applies to female characters as well. So it's a strange
straw man.
Yeah,
I'm more confused. Like I'd have to deconstruct what the fuck she's actually trying to say, and it doesn't make it easy. The fact that the video keeps pausing.
I mean, those Disney interviews with Daisy Ridley were like all like staged to be like controversial, so they can talk about something. Because there's like so little things to talk about those movies. You gotta like construct something around it.
There are well-written characters, and there are poorly written characters. Rey Palpatine is what is categorized as a poorly written character. She doesn't gain
You're not
anything,
talking
and she
fast
just
enough.
happens to.
I like the fact that he's poorly written. I thought you said a rabbit character, and I was like, I must be going crazy or something.
He's hopping from scene to scene.
Yeah.
All right, let's get a little
toxicity in the ease with which female characters can be demonized as Mary Sues for expressing protagonisty traits like being unusually skilled or saving the day. It's the same thing that happened with Gen 1 Mary Sue. People looked at the character traits the Sues were given and decided that those traits were what made her a Mary Sue, rather than the poor writing that surrounded her. And because most fanfic authors were female and most of their author avatars were female, this trope became a female character archetype. Traits that get a male character branded a hero
It's
are the very
not
traits
that. Well, there are more female fanfiction writers than male fanfiction writers, but the reason why the Mary Sue appears more in female fanfiction writers is because women often have a fantasy of inserting themselves into a story much more than men do, and I don't particularly know why that is. It's just a common trope that I've noticed that a lot of people, men in particular, who write fanfiction tend to essentially make their character go through a lot more trials, like the world doesn't revolve around them. Maybe it's just because all women think the world revolves around them, or at least want the world to revolve around them.
Case in point, the Twilight series. We have
exactly.
Bella, and she's like the main character,
no.
but she's also just a pair of pants for the audience to wear. That's all she is. But when it comes to...
If only she can keep her pants fucking on half the time.
that's a good one.
It's the ancient love story between either fucking a dog or a dead person. Like we
necrophilia or bestiality. I don't know.
You got to choose one, bro. Yeah,
How
what team
about
are you? I'm Team Jacob, but regardless, I think what it comes down to though is that when men write what they experience, which is hardship and trouble and having to overcome adversity, and women write what they know, which is getting whatever they want.
Yeah,
fucking
by whining.
They won't watch porn, but they'll write the shit out of their own version of it.
You name my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster? I will never. That'll be the best line in all of cinema for me.
I am going to go to bed because I am not following anything that's happening right now.
All right,
I'm actually lost.
We'll see you later, buddy.
Yeah. Catch you later.
Yeah, man.
Ciao now.
There's one brick gone.
Oh yeah, just because I heard that, right? I probably should say it was nice to meet you, Clone Trooper. It was nice.
Another misgendering.
Another misgendering.
Yeah, he's
Don't you know
clearly a
he's
snow
trans trooper?
Fuck's sake.
designated a female character as a Mary Sue. People are now hypersensitive to
I
the
don't think
possibility of a
it's specifically through female experiences that women create Mary Sues. I think more experienced women end up being, or older women tend to write Mary Sues less because they're more experienced in writing. But, well, they just tend to be as a generalization. I think it's got a lot more to do with the desires and the reason why women write the fan fiction. Because it's out of a desire to put themselves into the story. It's not out of because I don't think it's because they get everything in life.
Yeah,
It's
if they
just
get
a core
everything in life, they
writing
wouldn't need to be
experience.
writing
That's
fan
all.
fiction.
But it's at the core of so the when it comes to say male characters, it's not that they usually just get everything. It's that they have to earn something. There's a goal to reach. But with female characters, I'm thinking back to Twilight again. The female character is the goal. That's why a lot of female characters tend to just have the world revolve around them. Because you think of damsel in distress stories, then it's like the damsel is the goal. Well, how do you write the point of view from the damsel who is the goal? They kind of, from their perspective, it looks like they just kind of get whatever they want. They get into trouble, and then some guy just gets them out. So,
You're comparing a passive or protagonist to a character which is more of a passive side character. Like if the damsel in distress is a side character who's very passive and the story is happening to them, whereas a passive protagonist in which you're talking about there with characters like Ray, who's just kind of dragged around by the plot, it's more like how to describe it? I'm still trying to also think back to what you were talking about.
So Sherry kind of nailed it. They write what is lacking in their own life. And weird, Tom also nailed it. Oh fuck, this chick. Like that is the response to have.
Yeah,
Character
if
being
they
a
had
suit,
everything
but only if that character
they wanted in life, they would probably actually be writers instead of fanfic writers.
Oh, Jesus.
fits what they think a Sue has to be, which is typically a female protagonist. Even though, as we've already established, being central to the plot isn't enough to make a character a Mary Sue, the resemblance is there, and people are quick to pile on with the accusations if they happen to dislike the character for whatever reason. But the definition being used is straight up inaccurate. It has false positives and false negatives. Not every surprisingly badass female hero is a Mary Sue, and not every dude hero is free from the Sue-ness. And this wouldn't be a problem if people weren't disproportionately ashamed of writing or enjoying reading about a character who's been branded a Mary Sue. Rather than just following the character's adventures, there's this lingering fear that the character might turn out to be a Mary Sue, making you either a hack writer or dumb for liking them. And because male characters are supremely unlikely to be called out for Sue-ness, this shame mostly roots itself in female protagonists.
Again,
there it is.
Not true.
There it is. She said the thing.
Oh yeah, great point, dude. No one called Riva a Mary Sue. She's just a bad character.
Though, but according to this woman's definition, she would be a Mary Sue. Because everything in the universe seems to revolve around her.
And it all bent
They
to her,
change
yeah.
continuity in characters based on her actions. So
The anatomy and the effects of what, a lightsaber does to a body bent to her need to survive.
yeah, well,
Twice.
revenge. As I said, revenge can make you want to, stay alive or something or other, and
teleport
Revenge
yourself to
means
an
that if
entirely
you're
different
shot in the
planet.
fucking face, you just survive.
No, dude, you don't understand. She has 2 spines, so she's okay.
She is a space human. Like, we don't know how their anatomy really works in space.
She can regenerate like the Doctor from Doctor Who.
Could?
I haven't
Yes.
even seen Kenobi, and yet I know about all the bullshit that happens in it because of fucking Twitter. God damn it.
So you don't know about the rocks, right?
They are essential to
And the thing that makes
Space
this disproportionately
Force.
bad is that an accusation of Sue-ness is a conversation ender. The character's been tainted. Their strengths and confidence are suddenly negative traits that you're not allowed to admire. And because Mary Sue is very
What?
strongly a girl-associated trope that never really sticks when applied to a male character, the accusation of Sue-ness basically only ever makes it shameful to like female characters. And it is shame.
What?
How weird
Huh?
No,
It's
that's
shame.
not
Bro,
bad.
what? Nah, hun. This ain't it. Mm-mm.
this ain't it.
Oh, she even called you Han. That's very condescending. I like it.
Yeah, it is.
Things that this ain't it. Nah. Mm-mm.
Hey, this is your chick. You're like, oh, I love her. She's my favorite.
Hey, I liked her at the start. I fell off a long time ago with overly sarcastic productions. I
That's
didn't
what
know
I'm
she went
talking
down
about. Yeah.
I didn't know she went down the dark side.
Yeah, she went down like years ago, unfortunately, because when she started out, like she was a reasonable woman, and then Twitter happened.
Well, I watched her like before.
Before, yeah.
But not before after, but before.
Yeah, the great before.
Great. Look what she did now. Now she made the baby cry.
Or laughing.
I thought that was laughter.
You don't know.
Yes, yeah.
That we've made a literary device whose very name being mentioned is capable of instantly stripping the joy
She
out
must
of
be
a
watching
girl-centric
It's a
story.
Gundam.
I mean, nobody watching Dragon Ball is worried about being called out for liking
Whenever Rey
Goku.
is mentioned as a Mary Sue, it doesn't just stop conversation; it opens it, and then we start questioning if she is a Mary Sue. Like I've had discussions with people, unfortunately, who with a back and forth between if Rey is a Mary Sue. We didn't agree, but there was still discussion. It didn't just shut it down. I didn't shame people for liking it. I just said this character is a Mary Sue, and then we talked about it. A lot of people do like to shut down discussion because they don't like to talk or so anyone talking negatively about what they like. But you can't say that it just shuts down discussion by saying that, hey, this character is a Mary Sue, especially the R one.
That usually starts a conversation rather than end a conversation. That's when people will be like, well, no, I don't agree with that because of this. And then you're like, of course you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. Speaking of being wrong, Frida's Day for $1 sends nothing. And we appreciate it.
What a Chad. And also, is she about to call Goku a Mary Sue?
Yes, he is calling Goku Gary Stu.
I actually had a conversation with my brother who we both saw the Batman in theaters, and he was like, "Ah, I felt like the Batman. He was kind of a Gary Stu," and I'm like, "Are you for real, man?"
No, his name's Bruce. Completely different characters.
You got. Oh, fuck. I can't comprehend this video anymore.
But it's this kind of almost fear-mongering that she's making. That you can't say Mary Sue because that means that people will be ashamed of liking this character, and it's kind of like a sort of Damocles hanging over people's heads all the time of if this character is going to be a Mary Sue and it only applies to women.
Don't point at the fact that we have a bad character. Don't do that.
There's nothing wrong with liking bad media or bad characters. Tron is my guilty pleasure movie. I love Tron.
Wait, the first one or
Tron the newer one, the 2007
Legacy?
one. Yeah, Tron Legacy. Not the animated series, the movie, the newer movie.
I'm with you. Not on that movie. That movie is horrible and no one should watch it. But for me, mine would be Lil Man with Damon Wayans. I love that movie. It cracks me up to this day. You put that thing on and I cannot stop laughing. Lil Man is a classic.
The worst movie ever, but I absolutely love Kung Pao. Like that is my guilty pleasure.
No, I don't like
Kung Pao.
You
can't use that as a guilty pleasure. Kung Pao is a cinematic masterpiece.
Dude,
well,
Lil Man.
I can't say that in public, otherwise I'm gonna get murdered. But yes, I
like Blind Fury.
How dare
Balls
you?
of Fury.
No, Blind Fury's better. It's a better Fury movie.
Thank you for Vertical Horizon. Little Man is a cinematic masterpiece. Have y'all not seen Little Man?
Unfortunately, I have.
Anyone else? Because that's a yes or no.
No.
Is that a sequel to Austin Powers?
No, it's Damon Wayans, right? He plays a thief, a diamond thief. He also plays a little person who has to pretend to be a baby so that he can get the diamond back from this couple. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the plot is it sounded logical. I get that. I just don't like the execution.
Hold on. All right,
so
hold on.
Another giant.
The separation me and Lit Dev always make is that there is your enjoyment and there is like the judgment of the craft, and these two, while there is a connection between people liking good craft, like your judgment of the craft doesn't have to impact it negatively, and that's kind of what we're talking about here, where we have guilty pleasures, things that we know are crap but we kind of like anyway. And it's always this misconception that and I remember 8080 chat accusing me of this, but it was that I was calling the movie bad and therefore that people shouldn't like it because I think it's bad. I don't care what people like. If people enjoy The Last Jedi, if you can enjoy it, and I more than I can, power to you. But don't stare me in the fucking face and tell me it's a good movie. I'll say shut the fuck up and sit in the corner. And I've always, at least from a nostalgia perspective, I've always liked the prequels. I will always acknowledge that they're shite films, but I still have a great nostalgia for them because that's what I grew up watching. And it's a distinction I've also made in several of my videos, such as like the was it Sacred Cow video, which I mention it profusely in because there are so many people who have media which they just can't accept any criticism of, and then will kind of go kicking and screaming the moment you try and say anything bad about it.
Couple of things. Chat, you're wrong. It was Marlon Wayans, not Damon Wayans. I don't know who said that and made me say it through them, but it's actually Marlon Wayans. For the record. Here you go, guys.
That makes it better.
Yep.
What's this?
This is one of the greatest cinematic movies of all time.
Stupid! You got a food on the car and you're about to get one in your butt.
Sorry, Cal.
Now he's
Look
back
at these effects.
Why is nobody laughing? It's amazing.
and going for the
I'm more
I'm
stunned
more
than
just
anything.
stunned, yeah.
I'm talking about. But something is about to go
You're a sick man, Matt.
terribly wrong. And to
Look at him
finish the
running.
job,
Got the diamond? I had to ditch it. Now what? We go get it.
he'll have to hide out
Oh man, the graphics are so
Pulsing
good.
on the face.
in someone else's crib.
Honey,
Look, oh my god, it's a baby.
Which Wayans is that?
You're
What
sick.
is this?
Come
What are we
on.
watching?
This low
you're killing
man.
me.
From director Keenan Ivory Wayans.
See, Keenan was a part of it. Told you.
he's adorable in a National Geographic sort of way.
And the guys who brought you White Chicks.
I know just what to fix you for you to have a good night's sleep.
The compositing on the face is triggering me.
Breast milk.
Comes a special bundle of joy.
I'm gonna show
Look
you
at
what
him.
it is to have a dad, and you're gonna show me what it's like to be a dad.
Hey, yo, Percy, it's me. Cal, you get the diamond? No, not yet. I'm in timeout.
All right, you know what? You guys don't deserve to watch the rest of that trailer. Fuck you
I
all.
am speechless. I am shaken,
I'm sure
I
this
am-
is French cinema.
traumatized. Mad, what have you done?
It's such a good movie.
Bring back the woman.
He's not
You
actually that size
swine.
in real life. He's
I love
actually-
how-
he's prophesized.
Yeah, I love how it was so bad for some people. They're like, bring back the woman.
Yes, yeah, bring back the woman instead.
Even though he's a ludicrously powerful central character who everybody
Allegedly,
likes, he keeps
Sherry.
pulling new abilities
We don't
out of his
know
ass
that.
and basically never loses, except when he needs to get the almost dying
Fucking
power.
loses all the time, you idiot.
Stop this. Okay. Goku works for his fucking powers. Like, he trains like hell. Like, he
There's
almost
like
dies.
700 episodes of him working out
Yeah.
and failing.
Wrong.
Fuck,
It was
going on,
perfect.
Goku.
This guy gets it. That's not. We don't know that for sure.
Huh?
All we
What
know
is
is
this?
that
Mad, what is this?
what?
What is that comment that he gets the mom pregnant? Are you?
Well-
huh?
His mom, it's his
What?
stepmom.
It's not even his
creepy.
mom. Yeah,
Huh?
it's not even a stepmom. It's like an adopted mom.
That is.
Okay, adopted
Oh
mom.
my
That's
Huh?
fucking god.
You
That is
into
the
that.
worst
What?
comment I've ever had to fucking hear from you. I've heard a lot from you, which is the worst part.
Hold on. No.
You'll be
Look.
going
Hang on.
Daryl, what are you doing?
Nah. Don't
What?
protect me
where
with this.
no little man
Not again,
has
man.
gone before. Marlon Wayans.
You wanna play a game of peekaboo, huh? Okay. Peekaboo, I see you. Peekaboo.
Man, dude, the technology and the graphic. I mean, it's so.
Wayans.
Good morning.
Hollywood never.
Here it is.
Last night. You've never done that before.
Little man.
What?
One for you,
Huh?
No.
one for the baby. Just sworn he just stuck his tongue in my mouth.
Oh man, come on, guys. So yeah, that's what she was referring to. And again, uncertain.
I mean, hell, I like Goku.
Okay.
Shiny, come back.
Forget that one scene in
Did Shiny get up and walk away?
This is what needed a trigger warning. Okay.
What? Man, you know what? We're having a watch party one of these days. We're gonna watch Lil Man. You guys are gonna be like, "Oh wow."
Oh hell nah.
Damn, that's a bad moment where you have to walk away from him, and they play the sad music. It's very cinematic.
One sec, Eerie, you fucking made me watch Turning Red.
I did.
And then the moment it comes to anything, which is like cringe that you don't want to see, it's like, oh no, I can't possibly do that. No.
Hey,
Mark my words, I will
live
freaking do
action
it again,
cringe.
Shiny. Watch your mouth.
Keeps finding new and exciting ways to make him even more awesome, even at the cost of logic or established reality. And that looks pretty suey by the definition most people seem to use. And that doesn't mean you shouldn't like Goku. Personally, I think the strength of the supporting cast is more.
She needs to go fuck her own face. Seriously.
Establish reality in Dragon Ball.
Speaking of fucking your own face, we $5 super chat. Fantastic fan flu. Yes. Was that Kelly Pickler? Also, Matt, I've lost what little respect I had for your artistic taste.
I mean, you do watch Neil Breen movies on your free time. You are a Neil Breenologist.
I am a
surprised.
Breenologist. Yeah. I'll watch my paint dry. And not
So Matt, like you walked out from watching Kung Pao, but this movie is like you think that this is the masterpiece.
I explained the Kung Pao thing. I was on a date with this chick who didn't laugh. She was like, she would just go, "Hi, that's funny."
Is this?
And
is
she
this
did not
what
enjoy
happens
it.
to people who go to Texas?
I told you, then you punch her. It's fine. That's literally one of the rules. If they don't laugh like that and they say, "Oh, that's so funny" or anything, you get to hit them.
Maybe the chick was thinking that, like, wow, this movie's so deep. I can't like embarrass Matt in front of it.
It's like, wow, his name's Betty. He must be trans.
What? I've been meaning to
Isn't
give it
a
another
women's
shot.
name?
I've been meaning to give it another. This paper lady is boring. I'm assuming it's this lady.
Enough to save him from
Let's
soonest,
just finish
even
it
if
up. We're almost
weren't,
there.
It's just plain fun. But it's important to recognize that there's a disproportionate level of shame and anger directed towards female characters that have even a glimmer of sooness about them, where a corresponding male character gets to
Also
pull
look
off
at the
impossible.
context of what the media of the sooness often applies to. For example, if you're talking about Star Wars, there are lots of people who are very passionate about Star Wars, which obviously don't like it when people start fucking with it. And of course, that is why they get angry at you if you make a character like a Mary Sue who's constantly the world's revolving around them, and it gets very annoying. So that is the reason why people get angry. If you do it with some other media, like no one gives a shit about, no one will give a rat's ass if you make a Mary Sue character. They'll just ignore it. They won't care.
Also,
So
doesn't
the context is
break the
important.
rules a lot.
Yes, it breaks a lot of fucking rules. Also,
Sure.
not to mention how her powers don't even make any fucking sense. And I've gone through this circle like 5,000 times with people who try to defend The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. So the reason why she's powerful is because of the dyad. But in order for the dyad to happen, it's two people who are equally powerful on opposite sides of the Force that have a strong connection. So how the fuck is she powerful in the first place? It's a...
because of the
doesn't make any
dyad.
sense. It's a paradox.
No,
She's powerful because of the dyad,
Yeah.
and then the dyad happens because she's powerful. It makes no
Yes.
fucking sense.
You making sense so far?
What kind of diet she has to go through?
Can I ask y'all something? Because like I know for me, when I was sitting there and they brought up dyad, I legit looked around like, what the fuck is a dyad? And then I'm like,
You know,
okay, no
like,
one else is.
keto,
Well, I know what it is
pescatarian
now.
diet, vegan.
No, dyad.
know, I'm
Dyad.
Mystery box.
Damn it.
I'm messing.
Anyway, I started looking around. I'm like, no one else is like getting their phone out to Google what the fuck a dyad is. Am I the only one that doesn't know what it is? And for probably 6 months, I refused to even ask anyone because I didn't want to be the only person. No one knew what a dyad was watching that movie. Am I wrong?
Midichlorians or something, isn't it? I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
I still don't know.
Honestly, that wasn't the first question I had. I had 1,000 other ones which were piling on top of that. Like, why the fuck are they running around the Star Destroyer just shooting everyone and no fucking alarms go off?
Why is she floating in the air toward like juggling 100 rocks? Because
why can she
all about rocks.
do like Jedi mind tricks her first try?
Why the fuck is there a knife that when you extend it, it matches up to the wreckage of the fucking Death Star? And if you stand in
How
this
is it the
exact
same?
fucking spot.
Dude,
How do you
imagine
find
if
that
she was a foot
spot?
across. She would have went, nope, it's not here. Damn.
What if
gotta
she
go.
lands on the other side of the Death Star? What
Yeah,
would happen
Okay,
then?
so many
turn the knife
questions.
around the other way. Science.
Mhm.
Monkey Jeebus, take that
She
back.
needs to draw it.
I do not draw like her. She
She looks
does
like
not
Erie's-
look like my mom.
Oh, I kind of see it.
Hey! You can't choose your mom, you know.
Not all cartoons.
Yeah, if she could put her hair up in a bun.
It's about family. That's what's so powerful about it.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
Eerie
Corona
turning
and it's
around,
about
like, shut up,
family.
Mom. You don't know anything about Mary Sue's. You don't know anything.
Mhm.
Possibly unlikely heroism with nary a sidelong glance. And that's purely because the trope was first recognized and codified in female characters. I mean, hell, if we go back 1,000 years or so and take a gander at Beowulf, we see that Mary Sues have always existed. Beowulf's character is, look at Beowulf, he's so cool. Isn't it amazing how he never loses and everybody loves him? Beowulf's story is, look at Beowulf, he's so cool. Isn't it great how the universe conspires to help him out right up until he has the most amazing death and
Wrong about
burial in history?
Beowulf.
I mean, he
I-
does die. Like,
Yeah.
the whole story of it is a tragedy. So, I mean,
I just love that response, though. Well, he does die.
You know, bad things do happen to him, you know.
Eerie.
Isn't that a Mary Sue?
Eerie, people are asking questions about you.
Did she Casey in? Huh? Oh my gosh.
that's a reference.
Wow.
And
That's
if you
one
like
hell
or
of a
relate to a character
reference.
that the world calls a Mary Sue, don't let that stop you from liking it. Nobody else gets to dictate your tastes. And there's no shame in just enjoying
No one
something.
is
You don't need to
saying
justify.
that you can't fucking enjoy the thing. What the?
Just enjoy the thing. Simple.
I can't enjoy it
Even
unless
more,
everyone agrees with me.
Even Mauler constantly has to go out and say, "I don't care if you enjoy it. I just think it's crap." And
Well,
this is
he does
why.
care.
This is how I phrase it. If you enjoy it, I'm jealous of you because you're getting a source of joy that I'm not getting from this media or whatever. But that being said, I don't enjoy it, and I'm gonna bitch about it.
It's weird how like people can say like, well, just let me enjoy it, but like if you say look, just let me hate it, they don't accept that as a like a equal counter to them saying just let people love it, just let people hate it.
Yeah, a bit bigoted if you ask me.
I
Like
think
little
so as
man,
well.
it's all of us.
No,
we're not
little
bigoted.
man deserves your love.
Timestamp.
I already hate it.
Whatever.
No one mentioned Jetty. There's no need to timestamp.
Liking or disliking
He was supposed
a
to be
character.
here.
Everyone's got their tastes. Don't force yourself to hate a character just because the
That's
world
called
tells
an
you you're not allowed to
suburban
relate to.
Sasquatch. What are
No
you
one's
talking about?
forcing themselves to
Yeah,
hate
I was
the
gonna say,
fucking
who's-
character.
Yeah, who's forcing this? Is there like? Is there
Sounds like
police
she's
or
just
something?
insecure about something.
The whole thing's been a straw man. Every single portion of the argument. The only thing that she's done right is explain what a Mary Sue was. She
That's
then
what I'm talking about.
turns
Half
around
the
and says
video
it's
is
not a
on
Mary
point.
Sue, but yeah.
The other half is her going on a fucking bender. And that's the only way I can think of to describe it.
No, it's completely right.
And
Well,
it's every single video I've seen of her, it's the exact same. Here's some definitions, which we can mostly agree upon, excluding a few semantics. And then here's a political rant, where I'll just constantly strawman and say bullshit, and it's frustratingly wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and like using Goku
You
as
can't
an
see, but I'm
example.
nodding. So
I mean, Goku is an example. I mean, Goku's a freaking idiot. I mean, they don't write. I mean, part of being a Mary Sue, by your own definition, is you're perfect in just about every way.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Look at, say, Hermione from Harry Potter. I mean, she could have been a Mary Sue, But they didn't give her every power. They just made her really smart.
Dude, they made a
the
fucking
problem with
genius, so
Rey
she
is they
clearly
give her
lost.
everything. I mean, nothing. She has to work for nothing in this. So,
I mean,
there's
she
a
does
big
do time travel. That's a bit weird, though.
Yeah.
And then they never used it again.
Who time traveled?
Hermione. And Harry Potter.
Oh, two and a hip. I'm like,
Harry
what
Potter's fucking gay.
I've never watched
No,
any
he
Harry
ended up with
Potter
one.
movie.
He ended up with the girl Weasley, so he's not.
He's an idiot, but he trained for his power. Grogu did. Goku? Grogu.
Yeah, Goku, not Grogu.
Goku, not Grogu.
Which one's Grogu?
Grogu's the green one.
Oh, okay. That's the one we like, right?
Yeah, we're back on Yoda.
Yeah, Goku
Baby
is an
Yoda.
idiot from what I've seen.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Grogu
I would have
tries
to.
fucking kill the Mandalorian and everyone when he trips over the cart for no fucking reason when they're running away from a robot. Kid's a psychopath.
Yeah, he is a little twisted.
What were you saying, like, Matt, like the Down syndrome gene? I think like that activates in Goku every single time he fights.
Yeah. Yeah, like Eli Manning. Eli Manning has like that dormant gene for Down syndrome. You can tell by the face. No, nobody. No Eli Manning fans. That's your people, isn't it, Erie?
Say what?
The Giants. That's your team.
Oh,
Do
now
you
I know who you're
watch
talking
sports?
about.
I am a woman. I do not sports. I don't understand
Yeah, but you're
football
dead
games.
now. You're no longer a human.
Don't worry, there are many things that women don't understand.
What was that movie called, Old Assassin? Does anybody remember Grant? What was the movie with the pig and the cart and it would shoot things at the ninjas?
Pork Power? No, that's what he said. Shit.
Yeah, that's what he said was pork power.
Oh,
Pork Power.
Brent Sanders from the chat.
Nope.
Tila from Kevin Smith's He-Man is Mary Sue. Yes, she
Yep,
is.
but nothing to do with pigs.
Yes.
That has nothing to do with
Everybody,
pigs.
y'all. But
All
yeah.
I know is it has the best fight scene in cinema history.
Have y'all ever seen the Kevin Smith's He-Man?
No.
On purpose? No.
Unfortunately,
Oh, good on ya. I was in a
I've
particularly.
seen the first episode. Actually, I've seen the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw where He-Man got he got penetrated from behind.
Oh yeah. He did.
That was the first episode.
I saw the entire first season. I was in a particularly salty mood, and it made it worse. It was great. It was really great.
Oh,
Yeah,
I saw where the chick
Tila.
tried to bang the
Do you
skeleton
know what
as
was?
well.
Tila
Do you know what's
basically-
funny? Oh, sorry, I'll let you finish.
I know she's a woman, but you can't stop.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Shiny,
give her
my
a
bad.
chance.
No, I'll let you talk.
Okay. So basically, Tila.
So anyway, I think.
Yeah, well, it goes to the.
You prick. So.
Sorry,
Are you gonna
Culture.
go?
Oh wait, sorry, it's not him. No, wait.
You're just messing with me.
He's waiting on
Anyway,
you.
Tila, they just turn her into a dude. That's all. That's it. She might as well just be a dude, but like a very mean dude who likes to push everybody around and just boss everybody around. Because even if Tila was a guy, no one would like her. Let's be real.
Oh, thanks, Soul Assassin.
Cunt.
She is.
What if Tila is
I
just
saw
He-Man, but
the-
like after a transition and he just time traveled, and that's the twist in season 2.
I saw the show with my dad, and it was a magical experience because he grew up with the original He-Man show, and he was a huge fan of it. So the moment he saw it on Netflix, he messaged me like, "Next time you're around, we got to watch this show." And he saved it specifically so we could watch it because he wanted a father-son experience where he gets to share part of his childhood with me, and I thought that was really sweet. And I didn't really hear anything about Kevin Smith and all that whatnot. And he watched the show, and I saw the excitement drain from my dad's eyes as we kept watching the show. It was complete pain for him, and I loved it. It was hilarious for me.
Well, my condolences. I know that it has to be like the last memory that you have of your dad, but yeah, good man.
No, he's still alive.
I still get that same
still lives
joy
with the pain.
when I made
The
you
life
watch
of
Turning
us is
Red.
still up there.
I got that same joy as I made you watch Turning Red. and I will again when I make you watch Princess on
Oh
Amazon.
man, so excited.
Princess.
Yeah,
The
bro.
Princess?
No.
Fire up the trailer, man. He's got to see it.
All right. While I look for that, check this out. This is turning good. Actually, you know what? I think I already had the Princess trailer.
Showtime.
Oh, Lone Wolf and Cub.
Oh, look, it's the Mandalorian.
What is
No,
it?
it's Lone Wolf and Cub. Get it right.
Matt, is that you pulling all those moves?
What?
Fighting ninjas with a big guy?
I've fought ninjas before.
Were these during your days while you were a cop?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is a documentary. This is my episode of Cops.
It's found footage.
Like he's pretty good, right? For a big guy.
Hey, that's you, yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
I think I may have gotten the wrong part. Where's the pig? Has the pig done anything yet?
The pig fired
give him
a
the
metal
pole.
beam at them.
Here it is. Come on, how great is this? First of all, that basket is legit, like the best basket. So yeah, that's the pig in the basket. I forgot why it came up. Shiny, this is for you.
Go into his eyes.
In a magical castle, the king's
I'm so
daughter
excited.
was locked away in a tower.
You made a promise to me
Was that
that your daughter
That was Stark.
was that
would
Preacher?
be my wife.
That's Preacher.
I'm not a piece of property to be traded. But these guys, with the wrong princess.
Oh, you can
Hey,
tell
have you
she's a
seen
badass.
Shrek
Here we
before?
go. Here we
Now
go.
it's gonna be bad.
I like a girl in lace.
All right, I don't want to get claimed for that song, but you get it. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah.
So basically, her stunt
So
doubles
on
make
and
all
so
these
forth.
accommodations just to make her look cool. And that'll
With
be the
some-
next torture
Johnny's
film.
back.
Some very generous men who just kind of let themselves get mopped around.
And all right, well, we'll start wrapping things up here. Brahma,
What's up? We're wrapping.
cool. Erie,
Yeah.
What's up?
cool. Grant.
Hello.
All right, we're gonna try this again. Let's start with Brahma.
You can catch me on Thursday Night Throwdown tomorrow. We'll have Quarter Black Garrett on. I'll probably do some retro gaming this weekend, and then
Will it be
guess-
live, or are you going to do what you did last time?
I will do a playthrough first without clicking live, and then go live and stay
Good
up
lad.
very late for no reason. Yeah, it'll be fun. Then yelling at park cars on Monday. So thanks for having me.
All right, I have a YouTube channel. There's not much on it yet. So far, it's haunted.
What-
But
hold on.
if someone could,
Hold on.
What's up,
Hold
what's
on. There's not much on it.
Okay, there's nothing on it. It's a ghost town, okay? But I'm working on something. So if you could
Oh, what are you working on?
subscribe, I would appreciate
It's all
it.
privated, mate. You can't see it.
What are you working on?
What am I working on? I'm working on drawing tutorials, show reviews. I mostly do like drawing lessons and all that. I work on animations. I'm an animator part time, and yeah, there you go.
And you said that your first video will be out on Friday?
Yeah, why not? Okay.
All right, Friday it is. Write it down, folks.
Good lad.
Cool. Well, thank you for being here.
My
Skip.
name's Mr. Greg Gregory. I have a channel called Mr. Greg Gregory. I have a Twitter that's the same thing. In the vein of culture teaching everyone how to do a knuckleball, I'm also going to teach people about something that I don't know anything about. So tune in this week when I teach you how to rap. So that should be fun.
Sweet.
Oh man, yeah, spitting those bars, bro. Mark of whatever.
Well, I'm in a bit of an identity crisis right now, but I am trying to sort these things out by next month, and probably I'm gonna release a video finally. I have a review of the Netflix Cowboy Bebop Abomination in the works. I'm in like 10,000 words in, but we will see if I ever can release anything like that. But yeah, it's mostly gonna be animation that I'm gonna focus on.
All right. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta get her channel.
Appreciate.
Hang on. Where did I find it last time?
Do you want me to put it back in the chat?
Yeah, because I don't think I had.
I could put the link back in the chat if you want.
All right. That'll work. Shiny? First time
Hello,
on the dump?
Shiny FX, and I'm a visual effects student, and part-time I run my YouTube channel where I talk about media and stories. It's all 3D animated, it's all awesome. I've got 3D adventures. My next 2 videos that I'm working on currently are a breakdown and review of the Steam Deck, which I recently acquired.
Oh, nice.
And I've also got another video which I've been working on for a while, which is New Trek is Not Star Trek. It's awesome. It's all rendered in a real engine. It looks beautiful. It's all custom designed. And I've worked a lot of very hard on the design of my own universe and my channel because I wanted to try and get away from the whole Star Wars theme, which it used to be. And there's lots of videos on there about writing, and there's reviews of other things and certain reactions like Lower Decks or Turning Red, unfortunately. Which there's plenty there to enjoy. There you go.
And
All
you're
right.
British.
Yes. Well, I'm space British there. There's a difference.
Oh, so you're evil.
Not all space Brits are evil.
Yeah, they are.
No, but all evil people are
outta
space
here.
Brits. So.
True.
I'm from space Yorkshire. Lots of planets have a Yorkshire.
Oh, man. Well, thank you for being here. And as for me, I was going to do an 11 Thunder video, but I just kept getting frustrated trying to make it funny. Check out my Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Cancer. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Check out my Obi-Wan Kenobi video. It's amazing. Some of the best work I've done. Top Gun as well is great. Like, not the movie. I haven't seen it, but my review of Top Gun is great. And that's it. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I forget something? What is today? Wednesday?
Today is Wednesday.
So Saturday we'll be doing Street Smots. 3 p.m. Central.
Nice.
Cool.
That's us.
That's me. That's it. Cool. All right then. Well, let's just go ahead and. Oh, scary. Let's see here.
Hey, buddy, I think you got the wrong door. 11 clubs, 2 blocks down. Fuck you. Fuck you, Leatherman. I'll show you who's boss in this gym. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Huh? So what do you got? Come on. It's pretty quick. Huh? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
still a better love story than Twilight.
True.
Back to 9/11.
I like that one though. No, that was Scott. That was Scott getting bent over, not Culture. Yeah, it's hard to tell them apart, really.
That's such a
all
great
right.
word.
Well, that's it. Oh, I forgot. Oh, maybe that's funny. That wasn't me that clicked that. I forgot that we don't have Scott's outro yet. He still hasn't put it up here. So I put on my my tombstone one. So enjoy.
Listen now, Mr. Kansas Law Dog. Law don't go around here. Savvy?
Hey, Law Dog. Law don't go around here.
Yeah.
And I say, Law Doggy. Law don't go around
wants you to know it's over.